This man didn't always had the vision. This man is a visionary.
What it do, Milltown, you know who it is, you know what it is, man. It's your boy ReddyDaBoss in the building, man. DaPlugMagazine, man. We got an exclusive with this today, man. My man, H.Kain up in this motherfucker.
I am.
Me and this cat got history.
For people who don't know, me and Reddy used to always be out and about. When Club International was international, he used to pull up in me in fat ass rides and come get, hey, be dressed. He'd come get me off of Atkinson. We used to always be out here. You'll see, I still got all the pictures of us in the club together. And sometimes you pledge loyalty to people, and then you break off relationships that mean something. But man, it's all about growth. It's gonna be 2021, man. I respect this man, and I'm glad that he's doing any and everything. If I could be of any help, I'm gonna be of that. This man a visionary.
You know, we just don't get into the music, you know what I'm saying? See how he been living, you know what I'm saying? How everybody been making it through this COVID, and how we, you know what I'm saying? Everybody surviving out here, you feel me? So we just gonna get straight to it, man, you know what I'm saying?
Do it.
H.Kain, man.
What's it do, man? Long time.
And I appreciate you coming through, man, helping your boy out with this, man. Like,
I appreciate you, man.
This is groundbreaking shit, this is new shit for me, you know what I'm saying? You the first one, you know what I'm saying, to come through. I see you sit up here, what's this right here we checking out?
That's behind the scenes of one of my music videos. It's a song I got on the album called Hen Nation. Hen Gang, that's my people, Hen Nation. So it started with just Fridays, you know, a lot of us fathers, husbands, you know, so we didn't go to the club. So we always buy 5 gallons of Hennessy, play spades. That's something we still do. So this is all like family, you know, my cousin Chad, my homie Shoe, my homie Bone, his brother, Shoe brother Timmy and Chris, Lil Day Day, you know, it's a lot of us, you know, it's just a family thing, it's a brotherhood, you know, so I lay my life on the line for these brothers and they'll do the same for me. So this music video was needed because it's just paying homage to, you know, my brothers. So it's a dope song on the album.
What's the name of the song?
Hen Nation.
Hen Nation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all got the hen boy hoodies on and shit, Hen Gang hoodie. It's a brotherhood. So you'll see these cats the majority of the time. Anywhere I am, they there with me. So they got me.
So what's the name? You got a new project coming out. And if I didn't mention earlier, I think I did, but we're gonna mention it again. My man is gracing the cover of our relaunch issue coming. Tentatively, we got a schedule for January 10th. So he will be gracing the cover. And then you got a new project that you really was trying to push. What's the name of it?
My album is called The Baptism. It drops Christmas Day. Everybody was like, so let me tell y'all, I've been out of music for 10 years. And everybody would always be like, come back, come back, come back. And I was like, I got kids, you know. If this really ain't putting food on the table for them, it ain't worth my time. So after George Floyd's untimely death, I did a poem that got reshared to blog sites, that got thousands of shares on Facebook, and everybody kept on saying like, dude, you might as well do music. So I did a song called That's What I Love. And you know, I just floated around to people and everybody was like, yeah, you never lost to get back to it. And that's what breathed this album, The Baptism. I feel like I named it The Baptism because when you get baptized, you change. A lot of your sins, a lot of your past is gone and you refresh and you renew. And that's what's going on with me. I'm just at a different point in my life. And dropping it Christmas Day was very vital to me. 2001, my grandma went into a diabetic coma Christmas Day of 2001 and she passed away a week and a half later and she was only 56 years old. So Christmas Day, yeah, I appreciate that. So that was very important for me to drop it on that day, and I will be at her gravesite, Bottle of Bel Air, and we're going to celebrate because I know she's proud of everything that I'm doing. But my music is just different. You know, like I listen to a lot of Milwaukee music and I love my city. I love whether it's Munch, whether it's Chicken, whether it's Rizzy, who is my big brother, whoever it is, whether it's Looney. I love what everybody is doing, but I feel like I'm somewhere different than where they are, whether it's lyrics, you know, whether it's substance. Like I got a song on my album that's a woman empowerment song called Proud of You. It's just, I got a song about getting married. It's different stuff, you know, so it's just deep music.
Type shit. Like, yeah, you know, a lot of people always be asking me about getting back to music, and I just got so much on my plate right now that I really feel like that, you know, I'm not not in that space no more. You know, my time, you know, it came, it went. You know what I mean? Whether it was because of Milwaukee or whatever, like it didn't happen. I don't hold no regrets. But still being a part of music and being part of the industry is what I always love. So that's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're gonna interview all the artists, older cats, new cats, whatever. We're gonna put it on, man. We're gonna put it on for the city, man, for real. So they know, man, we're gonna make this happen, man. You know, it's a whole lot of people out here trying to copycat and all this stuff. And it's like whatever. I love healthy competition, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. And I'm the type of cat, I believe that, you know, imitation is a sincere form of flattery. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, let's get to it. Like I ain't even tripping, man. I ain't hating, I ain't mad at nobody, do y'all. One thing about Milwaukee that just really kind of gets to me is that
it's the hater mentality.
It ain't just the hater mentality, because you know you got haters everywhere.
Yeah,
it ain't just the hater mentality, but it's just like you go to certain cities. I've been in cities like Detroit, New York, a couple other cities. You know, cats get together, they band together. Whether you making movies, videos, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They'll put all, like if you making a movie, they'll put all the local artists in the movie. You know, it's all about, you know, building a brand and advertising everybody. So that's what I try to do.
That's why Atlanta was so dominant in music for a while, because it was unity. And I feel like Milwaukee we don't have to have a dog eat dog mentality, because for one, it's too much money out here to get. Why not get it and break bread amongst each other? I got a song on my album called Three Kings with Scales and an artist named Dooch, and I just feel like it was needed, because I got a king mentality. We are all kings. There's enough bread to be broken amongst everybody. We need to stop hating on each other. Fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. This like it's not that serious at the end of the day, unless this person did something to really alter your livelihood or threaten your family or anything. It's too much money out here to get.
It is, bro. Deal. I seen when he had made a post once. He said, man, listen, you know, if you got a Jordan, like Jordan didn't get them rings by himself. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? He had a supporting cast. But if you know a Jordan, let him be Jordan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let Jordan be Jordan. Like we all gonna get that championship. We all gonna get a ring. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Jordan, but you know what I'm saying? You know, some cats just don't know how to play their position.
I feel like I want everybody to succeed. I feel like if somebody kick in one door, then it's meant for everybody to just bum rush
through that motherfucker.
And Milwaukee, we overlooked when it comes to this shit. You know, you see cities like Detroit, you see everybody on, but really nobody from Milwaukee. Shout out to Lakaya, the old girl who just got signed to QC. That's dope. That's nice project that just dropped yesterday. I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because then people gonna be like, this is a female and she coming like this from Milwaukee. What else they got in Milwaukee? You know what I'm saying? Like I woke up yesterday morning and I had a DM from Papoose, and I'm like, Papoose, like this got to be somebody faking. But I went to that; it was his actual page, and he was DMing me about my music. I'm like, damn, I must be doing something if dude wrote me about my music. So I mean, we got too much talent, man. We got to stop trying to take each other out and put each other on, uplift each other. It's too much money.
Shout out to my brother Scales, man. You know I gotta get you on here, bro. You doing your thing. I'm trying to follow right behind you. You understand me? But that's my brother. We go way back. When I first got into music, that was one of the cats I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And we've been knowing each other for years. Got nothing but love for that.
Good dude, humble. I think.
Man, I love you, Scales. You my nigga.
On the real, I'll be on his podcast this week coming up too. I think
I'm definitely gonna be there.
Come on, you coming with me? I mean, it's just being humble. Once you humble, you don't have no big-headed ego. People fuck with you. That's just been me since a little boy. Everybody know I ain't never been this drug dealer or no nothing, but I done been around situations that helped mold me into the man that I am. And that's why everybody was so tough. Like, man, if you fuck with him, you fucking with me, because he don't fuck with nobody at all. So that's why I got so much love. I got people who support me, and I'll just stay out the way. So speaking of beats and stuff, you know, misunderstandings and all that stuff, I want to ask you about back in the day. Remember back in the day? H.Kain. Okay. The cat H.Kain. Like I knew H.Kain since he was a shorty. He used to come to the studio with me and Scales. Now we used to have a studio on 32nd and Brown. He was a cool little cat, but you and him ended up having a misunderstanding back then about the name. He was H.K. and you're H.Kain. You know what I mean? So I never really knew everything that went on with that, but I do remember that it was some type of
beef. Y'all had some type of misunderstanding. He was trying to come at you about changing your name or something.
So, shout out to Terrell, shout out to RELs. When we went to high school together, my name used to be H.Kain.
Okay.
And Rel was like, you need to have originality. You need to be different. Have a name that separates you from the pack. So you need to come up with something different. So he was like, how about H.Kain? And I was like, I like it. So RELs gave me the name. So back then, you know, when I started making music, I started getting some buzz. A lot of people don't know I used to originally be signed to Ray Nitty and Ivy League. When Ray Nitty first dropped Bow, I was a part of Ivy League. And then I had a song that started blowing up in the club called I'm So Hot. It had a Jay-Z sample. Texture used to play it, go crazy. I got performances of me. Anytime it come on the Textures, it go crazy. But my name started buzzing. So HK told me that I needed to change my name because it was too close to his. And I'm like, well, I'm H.Kain and you're HK. Yes, there's two letters of similarity, but it's two totally different names.
Right.
So he was saying, people was coming to him saying, I thought you had a show, but it'll be me. And I'm like, well, I don't know why your people would think H.Kain is HK. So he tried to pull, big muscle, like, you need to change your name. If you don't change your name, it's an or else mentality. And that's when I came to you and I came to, Finn, and, they had to talk with him like, he ain't got to change. Y'all told him he ain't got to change his name because it's not the same name. Wow. So I never understood it. I probably to this day and never understand it. I guess I was the little nigga that, he tried to push around and push over and roll over.
Little bro.
Name's still the same. I didn't change it because it's not, it's originality in the name, and it's not the same name. Once again, free that man. I want that man to come home and get back to doing what it is he loved, but the name stayed because it's not the same name. We are two totally different people.
All right.
I'm not changing the name.
Understood, man. You know what I'm saying? So the people know about that, know what that was about. Because, everybody know the situation with me and Finn, how that went bad. That was my guy. We was cool. You know what I mean? At the time, I never did the full paperwork, you know what I'm saying, to, trademark the name and all this stuff. It was just like, it's my guy. We never even really did an operating agreement. This was just my guy.
But because you looked at him like family, so you didn't think it would happen like that.
But one thing I have learned, like I said, experience is a hell of a teacher. And, everything I do now, listen, me and Grandma got to have a contract. I love you, Granny, for real, but it got to be in paper. Everything I do now, it got to be in paper. To all artists, if you got a name, you copyright, trademark your name. Hit me up. I got a course, or I can show you how to do it. I start a new LLC or a new business every day if I want to, because I know how to do it. I know how to get these things done. But you got to be, if you're serious about your career, you know what I mean, you got to do what it say, take the steps, you know what I mean?
One thing you got to do is invest in yourself too.
Definitely.
That was another reason why I stopped doing music, because I used to always feel like I needed to sign to somebody. I needed to be a part of somebody's label where I didn't have to pay for studio time, pay for anything. And that always got me fucked over. Yeah. And I'd be stuck working on projects, and then they wouldn't release my masters, they wouldn't release my material. It's all kind of shit, so that was another thing that's made me stop doing music, because I don't want to take food out of my kids' mouth doing something that's just a hobby.
Already.
But that's the best thing to do. Shout out to my homie Rick, L Dog. He told me, he was like, dude, you don't need no manager. Do everything on your own. And him putting that battery in my back really empowered me. I'm spending my money on beats, studio time, music videos, websites. I'm doing that. So anybody who feel like I owe you something, I don't owe you anything, because I'm doing this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you work for yourself, you are boss made. You are your own man.
I met David Mays before
The Source.
Yeah, The Source magazine. I met one of his nephews, and he put me on the phone with him. I thought it was a fake,
scam.
You know what I'm saying? But the man sent us 40 Source magazines the next week. Him 20, me 20, different. But when I talked to him on the phone, the man told me this: don't never let nobody tell you can't do nothing. And that stuck with me my whole life. If you to know that you can't do nothing, figure it out yourself. I may at least try and know. If it don't happen, then thinking, okay, at least I tried.
Yeah.
I done missed out on some major stuff, some major things by listening to somebody else. So I heard you mention that you collab with Reddy. Shout out Reddy, my little brother.
What's going on,
Shout out Reddy. I heard you collab with him on a song.
Best
got
of
a
Me.
video. You know
Best of Me. We started shooting a music video in Atlanta. The music video, we got to finish it. We were actually supposed to finish it today, but punk ass Wisconsin weather, it got the snowing, and we don't want a video where we in sunny ass Atlanta lit, and then we in Milwaukee like this. So
like it done, but they ain't a little right.
I'm dropping 2 music videos Christmas Day when my album drops. It's gonna be the Hen Nation music video, and as long as we can get it finished, the Best of Me music video featuring Ray Rizzy will be getting dropped as well.
So who's some of the other artists you got on the project?
B Major, he's somebody that I worked with back in the day. Shout out to B Major. He actually is a pastor. He's the pastor of a church on 53rd and Burleigh. But dope R&B artist. So he's singing on Proud of You, which is the woman empowerment song that I think is going to be a big hit. I got Shayla V. She used to work with Big Hank and them back in the days. She was an R&B artist. She told me that I inspired her to actually come back and do it. So we got a song called Rest of Our Lives. That's a wedding song that about wanting people to get married and take that next phase of their life. Rizzy, of course. I got Scales and Dooch on a song called Three Kings. I got my guy Shu. Shout out to Shu. Those are the only features I got. So it was basically reintroducing myself to people to let them know I still got it. And I look forward to building more relationships with more artists. I do want to work with Munch in the future. I do want to work with Looney. I just want to do everything. But the one thing I can say, I don't mind paying for features. Just at this point in time, I wanted to reestablish myself. And everybody who on the album didn't charge me anything. I told Rizzy, hey, I got a song I think you'll be good on. And with him being like my brother, he came. Had the verse done probably 20 minutes. Scales and Dooch, we all linked in Atlanta with the Milwaukee meets Atlanta thing. We had a song done a week later. It's just about, people being in the right place, right time, and people want to work with one another. So if they need me for a verse, I got them, hands down.
Type shit. Well, I definitely look forward to checking out the project, man.
Dope project.
We gonna feature it in the mag. We gonna feature it on the website.
Dope project.
Use my platform to help you push it, help all of our artists in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? But we definitely gonna wait to see that. So when I met you, you was already into music. You was a dope lyricist. You was a dope writer, because that's how we started doing music together. You was writing for the mag. So what drew you to music, man?
I think it was, I explained it on one of my songs on my album, which is like the outro. It's called Exercising My Demons. I've always liked music, but I think it was really one day I was at home and I seen the Notorious B.I.G. Hypnotized music video, and I thought that was the coldest shit ever.
R.I.P.
And then, that's my favorite rapper of all time. I don't get into the Pac versus Biggie debates. I love lyrics. I love lyricists. Jay-Z, Nas, Fab, Jada. I love lyricists. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really studying that man's work. It made me go back to the Ready to Die album. Then the Life After Death album. I can play that to beginning to end now. So it was just really my love of lyricists, and then production. I like beats that hit hard, or the soulful beats. It's just all of that. My passion for writing was always there. I got a degree. A lot of people don't know I got a degree in liberal arts and communication. So that's where the writing thing came from. And that's why we was Jordan and Pippen. You could tell me I need this rope for the magazine, it'll be wrote up. You wouldn't have to edit it, no nothing. It was already official.
Easy. Made my job easy. You know what I mean? So I definitely remember that, man. So my man got a show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I know we got to get to it, but is there anything that you want Milwaukee or the world to know about H.Kain and his music? Make sure you give them all your social platforms and how to contact you and everything. You do YouTube and stuff, but anything particularly you want them to know about H.Kain, the artist, the father, the man.
I feel like I'm Milwaukee. I call call myself this. I'm Milwaukee's best kept secret. A lot of people probably don't even know who I am as an artist. They probably know me from when I was hosting SME TV. They have probably seen me interviewing Lil Boosie online, or PNB Rock, or Rich Homie Quan, or, you know, they probably seen those interviews. But I am what I feel is Milwaukee's best kept secret. I'm a dope artist. My music has substance. The Baptism is really going to be up there with any Milwaukee album as probably album of the year. It's there. My production, everything is there. HKainmusic.com. The website is up. It is official. Also, go to my YouTube channel, H.Kain, H.Kain. Subscribe. Instagram, HKain414.com. My artist page on Facebook is H.Kain. I'm telling you, listening to the album, you will see what separates me from a lot of these artists, and you will continuously come back. For booking, features, just go to hkain414@gmail.com. Send me an email. I'm very easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of these prima donna diva ass niggas. Come on, let's do it. Let's work. I'm ready.
Money. Let's get this money.
No, it's definitely.
Okay, so 2 more things before we get up out of here.
Let's do it.
I see the chain.
That's my granny.
Granny, man.
I feel
Granny.
like
I love you, Granny.
I love you. This is I wear her everywhere. I feel like, you know, we had a record number of deaths in the city this year. We had like 210 right now.
Yeah.
I feel like anytime I got her, I'm protected because she with me. She watching me. So that's why I wear her everywhere that I go. It was very vital. I got this shame.
Already. So last thing I want to ask, man, is the fit, man. Like, first of all, I've been seeing the priority fit, the gear everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But usually it's the females. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know. I thought she was from I thought this gear was from out of town somewhere myself. I didn't know until you just told me coming in that it was actually a Milwaukee native who did this, and she got the men's gear now. So tell me a little bit about that, man.
Steph Crosley, shout out to you, Steph. My niece Jayla, shout out Jayla. She's a model for Priority. Also my sister Janae, shout out Janae, my sister. She an unofficial ambassador. She got like every color of every damn thing. But yesterday, I follow Steph on Instagram, and she said she was releasing men joggers. I went right and got it. You know, I jumped right online, ordered it, and I went and picked it up today. You know, she located 68th and Capitol. Man, shot with her. This is most definitely monumental. She took a dream and she planted that seed, and this shit has blossomed. Like, everybody and their mama wear Priority. It's dope. So
I see it everywhere. What's her name?
Steph Crosley.
Steph, I will definitely be knocking at your door. I hope we can work together. Jayla is your sister.
My niece. Jayla, my niece. Janae, my sister.
I have a model. I'm trying to work with everybody, man. But listen, man, at the end of the day, man, this was lovely. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
it. Was therapeutic, man. We needed to do this.
I appreciate you coming.
January, your boy on the cover. Go get the magazine, man. We working.
Hey, I know I don't do too much talking, man. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Most definitely.
It's gonna be in the streets, man. Check us out, man. For real, man. Again, man.
Man, I needed it, man.
Nigga, man. Needed this. Man, y'all welcome to come to the lines, man. It's the Max Shack, the spot.
Let's go.
Man, let's get in here, welcome, man. Let's go.
We do this on a regular. The shit ain't nothing major. We fucking with some players who real heavy on.
You go to the website, DaPlugMagazine.com. Any of our social medias, we see all the footage from the actual interview, and then you can read it in the magazine. And for your people in jail, you can let them know, you know what I'm saying, the interview is actually live. It's gonna be on the websites and stuff too.
But most these niggas like the Kimbe on some blocker shit. But I approach her casual like some doctor shit. Then watch her do it with no.